Okay, and then Pelagina. We're going to completely ignore this. I think. No, we're not. I don't think I upgraded this, right? Oh, I can't anyways. So, Eder. Oh yeah, can't do anything with that. That's perfectly fine. Couldn't do anything else, right? I could do this, but I'm not going to. Now, I definitely don't like this. Definitely don't like that. It's definitely gonna go in there. I don't like that. Now, this is definitely more damage, but this this in and of itself does has a lot more effects. At least a lot better effects that I like. There's nothing else I want out of it, right? No. Okay. Wait, what was run through? Okay. Shodi, there was nothing else I wanted you to do. Wanted for you, correct? Okay, and now Aloth. I don't think there was anything I wanted from you. Yeah. Okay, this is the yes. Okay. All right. I think we're done. We are set. What? Conditional. Aloth, your upgrades will come later when he gets stuff. Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. It's like Aloth doesn't really have anything. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. No, don't care. Yeah, don't care. Yeah, once you get stuff, Aloth, then we'll talk. Then we'll talk. But all right. We are set and ready to go. How much money do I have left? What do you think, chat? Should I go buy that armor from Anezo in Delver's Row? I think I'm gonna buy that armor. I'm gonna be out of I'm gonna be out of money. But you know what? Screw it. I'll do it. Doing it live. Doing it live. Doing it live. Do I need it? Probably. We shall see. Wait, no, down here. Plus, it shouldn't take too long after quest to get your money back. Yes. Agreed. That armor looks fantastic. Watch. We get all these fantastic equipment, and then all of a sudden we start going through the main story. Oh yeah, we got all this fantastic equipment, upgraded it all, and then we start going through the main story. Main story is like, here you go. Like, but I just upgraded all this. Do you know how much money I spent upgrading all this crap? That would suck. That would suck.
There is something I can get for you? Of course.
Yes. This legendary +4 armor rating. And then your enchantment, resistance to might afflictions, 15% of hits converted to grazes from weapons. Nice. And then there's layered, minus 5% damage taken from weapons, and then prime evil. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm definitely getting this. Like, yeah. And so I definitely want to get you, which means I would need Vithrak Brain and Pelt. Well, lads, we poor, yes. Oh god, yes, we are poor. But well worth it. Well worth it. Never said I was really going to hold on to my money, but I held on to my money good enough. Now we go up. Wait, why did it? Yeah, whatever. That's weird. All right, chat. Make a save. To the wizard. The wonderful wizard of Wizard. Huey of Poe.
I trust you had no trouble finding the place.
Siping Archimedes glances. Sighing. Yes, I say sighing. Sighing, Archimere glances up from a roll of parchment. He takes up a quill and draws several lines across a calendar entry, digging the nib hard enough Scratching fills the silence.
Nekitaka is either a testament to the ancient Huana's love of labyrinths, or their hatred of straight lines.
Age, not the Wana, has set the bones of the city at a crooked. You know what? No. Bow. Thank you for the invitation, Archimere.
Try not to get too comfortable. Rather than waste our time with pleasantries, let us get to the business of the hour. My estate was recently burgled. My vault breached.
I'd be happy to track down the culprits for you.
This will go better for you if you don't insult my intelligence. At the Circle's behest, I'm expected to show restraint in these dealings. If you imagine that imp blood is easy to remove from carpet, I invite you to clean up after yourself. I am less pleased about the Harapo epic resting in the hands of those who lost it once before.
Okay, so we don't. Okay, so we don't like.
Did I ask a question?
Okay, in the rightful hands of the owners.
The Circle of Archmagi wishes for us to put this unpleasantness in the past with a gesture of good faith.
Go on.
The Circle has expressed concerns about a certain mobile deity. The Deadfire is a fragile place, and a blundering soul drain like Aethys can damage more than just castle keeps.
The Deadfire will be lucky if any of its reefs endure this long walk of his.
Indeed. It isn't our desire that you apprehend the deity. That simply isn't practical. We need your help in preparing for the worst possible outcome.
Normally, the Circle's involvement constitutes the worst possible outcome. Or have you already forgotten the Blackwash Falls incident?
Kalakoth replaced the water. What more do you desire? An apology?
This isn't just restitution. The Circle is worried.
We do not worry. We measure, and the resulting value dictates action. You are only involved because it is advantageous for knowledge of the Circle's involvement to remain discreet. The wizard Bikana installed an observatory due northeast of Nekitaka. For your absolution, the Circle asks that you locate her research.
What are you hoping to learn from the stars?
That the Circle's concerns are utterly unfounded, of course. No doubt you'll recognize the appropriate documents. You have an eye for valuables.
Why ask me and not Bikarna?
She vanished from academic research, and therefore her livelihood. All signs point to her lab being abandoned.
I'll get your research notes.
Fair warning. A vessel flying the sigil of the Torn Bannerman set a course for the observatory. I have every reason to believe they travel armed.
Torn Bannerman?
Mercenaries, I suspect. Expensive ones if they take such pains to advertise their standard. My interest begins and ends at a single point. That someone of great means desires abandoned arcane research. Research which we disregarded. Come back alive. Or not at all. Now, if you don't mind, I have a manor to restore, and a household staff to replenish.
Gotcha. Whoops. Anyways. That wasn't as bad as I was thinking it would be. Anyways, so what was his quest? The main was. Oh God, what was his quest? Sorcerer and a Gentleman. We definitely need to look at that. Oh, Picarna's Folly. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that one just yet. So let's go the Sorcerer and a Gentleman first. Oh, we need Buddy. Let's go get Buddy. I mean, while we're at it, we could probably actually stop, take a plop on the ship and have ourselves a nice conversation with Maya. Oh God, I just remembered. I gotta be careful. Minus 14 per day. Okay, I think we'll be okay for now.
What's a bilge swallow?
That's what be a bilge swallow, little lass. And it be a swabby fathom-headed enough to drink from the bilge.
You talk funny, Uncle Seraphim.
You know, lass, each time you call me that, you be aging me 3/2 a year.
Oh. Not quite like the open ocean.
So we're back. Did you miss us?
Of course I missed you.
Well, thanks. It was just me and the bird for a couple of days, and we're sick to death of each other.
Something happened out there, and it's got me all turned around.
Speak your mind.
I didn't exactly deliver a missive. That parchment was meant for me, and I delayed opening it as long as I could. Hatsura gave me a name and a location. That was all. When you're a sharpshooter by trade and your boss doesn't offer clarification, you learn to arrive at your own conclusions.
Don't tell me you shot someone.
I can already see this is going to go well.
The rub of it is, my target wasn't some ship's captain or an ogre swinging a fence post. He was the Ranga of a Huana tribe.
Maya.
Take a breath, Captain. You're not exactly a pacifist. The village was beachside. No sign of foreign occupation. I might have been the first outsider to make land in quite a while. They were just simple folk going about their lives. Couldn't have been more than 50 of them. Their Ranga, though? He had a voice that carried, that echoed in the hearts of his people.
What did he speak about?
He called for unity with the neighboring tribes, the setting aside of bad blood. His people listened, and listened well. He was my target. You can guess what happened next.
Tell me anyway.
I picked a spot and a time of day. Morning, west-facing, plenty of tree cover. The light was in my favor. The winds were low. He left his hut, mussed his kid's hair, and set off for the beach on the other side of the island, checking lobster traps. Ishi followed him overhead, and I followed him with my sights, holding my breath, waiting for the right moment. And then I stopped. I pictured all those captains I'd riddled with holes and wondered, is this how we treat civilians? Is this how wars are won?
And you spared his life?
No, I killed him all right. I shot him in the back of the head. He was a corpse before he hit the ground. It took a while for his kin to find him. but only seconds to figure out that he didn't die of a weak heart. This
What?
tribe surprised me. They acted like I kicked over their anthill. They got mad. They got to work. The old Rongo went onto a pyre, and the new one snapped into place. She took up the call for unity while the embers were still warm. Acted like I hadn't just killed her boss for doing the same thing.
Have we been delivering assassination missions this whole time?
Fair question. Short answer? I don't know. Atsura uses different codes for each of us. I could teach myself to write Ingwithan before I cracked another agent's instructions.
So killing the chieftain didn't rattle the tribe?
They mourned, they seethed, they tore at their hair. But they rebuilt. By the time I left, they were talking about peace with the other tribes like it was inevitable.
Doesn't sound like your mission was a success.
I completed my mission. I leave Atsura to worry about whether or not it was a success. If you don't mind, I need to let this brew in my head for a while and see what bubbles up. Thanks for letting me unload in the meantime.
Oh no! Ah! Oh dear. That's Ooh. Hope everything's all right. Grouchy. Ooh. Here,
We should talk to Atsura. He'll want to know that I've done as he asked.
if you want a good reason why I shouldn't tell everyone of the Deadfire. Respect and vacant as she gives a silent a moment.
You have no evidence. I'll deny everything. And then 3 reasons. Now back off, Captain. I need to clean my gun.
Gotcha. Ooh. That's but yeah, that's a that is an unfortunate event. Oh boy. All right, so Eder or I mean Aloth. Sorry buddy, but you got to go. For the time being. It's all fine. Appreciate the thought trying to make my favorite, but he sucks at baking. He is banned from baking. Oh boy. But no, that's not what I clicked. Rude game. Oh, but anyways, actually, no, go back. I want to see if anybody has anything else to say. Also, I don't like that girl. Can't remember her name. Maya.
You have questions? It can't.
Nope.
Sientere, but I must prepare for my work as Sayuka.
If you be having a tick, Cap, I'll be thinking that, if I be dragging you into these depths, you deserve the full sounding.
This is about Ramira, I take it. I'm happy to listen.
When I were a wee swabby, fresh to the sea, it were Romaro that showed me the ropes and rigging. More than that, he, kept his weather eye open for me.
Ah, yes, the flirty fisherman.
The sea be a right poxy ore on occasion, and life aboard the Sorcerer, that and more. Malnash, our ship hunter, she were all, wet and bothered for doing me harm, and Romaro, he protected me. Mentored me too, learned me letters and navigation, handed down the Principe traditions. In time, we became close as kin or closer. And the Sorcerer, my family.
I think we already, yeah, we already talked about all this.
Fair. He be of Old Vailey and stuff more than
Yeah,
one
we already
swabby
talked about
be on
this.
the old... Why, Captain, eh? We never shared a bunk. Aye. Ahoy, Captain. What can I do? Aye. When I were at the sea, be... Aye, aye, Cap.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go downstairs and see if there's anything else to talk about. Yeah, I don't particularly like Maya now.
Well, hey. Tell me what's on your mind.
How are you feeling?
Not a one. I never knew nothingness could feel so warm and so nice. More like no matter what... And the crush of the souls I'd acquired. We talking during the Saints War or after?
Tell me about it. Okay.
Aethys and as the... And I know what's gone can never be again. No need to fiddle. I'm glad we talked.
Okay, so nothing from you.
Is there something you wanted to talk about? You only have to ask.
Okay, nothing new from you.
You look like you have something on your mind.
No, nothing new from you.
What's not on you?
And nothing new from you. Okay. How about you?
Captain, do you require my expertise?
I want to ask you about your
My
animancy work.
studies? I cannot promise a dissertation, but I'll happily discourse upon the broader
What is your
strokes.
specific area of study?
You haven't read my work, then? As an apprentice, I focused on, and then helped discredit, the phrenological approach. At the time, it seemed more difficult than I thought it should be.
At the time?
Some of my colleagues had a vested interest in a model of the world that included an inherent hierarchy of kith. That some kith made more worthy receptacles for souls than others, based on the shape of their brow or the length of their ears, was apparently an idea too tantalizing to abandon. Afterwards, my interest turned to the theoretical, before shifting a few decades later to the study of parapsychological inertia.
A pair of what?
Parapsychological inertia. The tendency for some souls to gravitate towards familiar locales or engage in behaviors exhibited from past lives.
Sure, we'll go with that.
From there, I moved on to work in metamortality, the scientific study of souls over lifetimes and the cycle of reincarnation. Which brings us to the present.
Just nod. Yep. Yeah, just nod. And you know what you're doing. What do you hope to do with what you learn?
You set the sled before the dogs. Before making decisions regarding what should be done, we must first understand what is. Anything else is a dream in the dark.
Any idea how Eighth is moving that statue across the sea?
I could theorize, but given how little I've observed of him, it would be irresponsible of me to do so. It must require incredible energy, though. Staggering amounts of soul essence. And can Audra truly be so flexible? Why does he not crumble? Whatever he is, however he accomplishes it, perhaps we can discover together. If the discovering doesn't kill us.
What's the report about Luminous
That
Audra?
depends on who you ask. Generally, Audra conducts soul energy. Luminous Audra also stores it, however. Is it simply a worse conductor getting clogged by essence? Or is this indicative of a specialized function? Unfortunately, greed stymies inquiry. Rawatai and the Republics grind every ounce they find down into bath salts. Of course, Captain.
Yeah. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Oh, Principy group. Oh god. Prepare for a fight. Prepare for a fight. Yeah.
Look what's finally washed into port.
I really don't like how it just. Oh, the heat of his fingers. Oh god.
Hold up, Cap. That be Malnage, the High Queen Sea Devil of the Deadfire herself, awaiting us like a shark in heat.
Ahoy, Malnage.
If it ain't the Watcher and Seraphim, a pair of land-lubbing swabbies made for spit swapping.
Typical Malnage. Can't match my skill, so you try to spew shit.
Boy, when you're as old as me, your skill will still be naught more than the untrained fumbling of an Adeiran maid to the refined workings of my mind.
God, I love how they are able to spew out bull crap like that. Spew out insults like that. My mind cannot process. I just like, yeah. I have to. I literally actually have to read off of a piece of paper in order to throw out a proper insult at the right time. It's just like, okay, she said this. What do I gotta do? Yada 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 yada. Take that. I can't process it. It just doesn't come. It's just not create. I can't improvise. I can't improvise that greatly. That's very creative insults. Yes, it is very creative. Okay, so what brings you here?
I've heard about your run-ins with Captains Benweth and Ferrante. Meeting the old Principe seems like. Almost makes a girl green. The envy of missing the party. I'm tracking a man by the name of Rimaro. Traitor to the cause.
Romaro ain't no traitor, you mind-blind sack of squid squirts.
The servant growls, fist tight, and your fur bristling. You feel the anger coil around him and spill outward, and your vision begins to swim. A sharp strike against your cheek, and your head hits hard. The wet of something rolling down the back of your scalp. The clumping in your fur, and Malnage standing over you. Fistball, the flash like thunder and copper in your mouth. Then an old man, eyes equal parts kindness and rage, hauling her back.
Captain, there'll be a bounty of some 4,000 pounds on Rimaro, quick or dead. I'd be willing to cut you 1/10 of that, here and now, if you give me any knowledge you might have stumbled across on your travels.
We heard Ramiro's on his way to Port Mache. Plucks a purse from her belt and tosses it to you. She chuckles. You gained 400 copper.
Apologies, Seraphim. Seems your trust were misplaced. Thank you kindly, Captain. If this tip ends up worth a damn, I'll be the first raising your name up the main mast. It turns out you shitted me. I'll be back for the coin and your shit besides.